Okay, so today we're going to be in our chair. So just using any chair you have. If you want to put a cushion underneath you, you can, or under your feet, just to lift your legs up slightly.
Yeah, under my feet.
Yeah, let me just show. So if when you're sitting your knees are quite low, we just put a cushion under the knees so you're kind of more in line.
Okay.
So just if that feels nice.
Yeah.
And then really trying to ground your feet down.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe could you just go on mute for me?
Okay.
Thank you. So, as it says, my name's Natasha, and today we're going to be doing a chair-based yoga. So this is a really nice one if you're pregnant, if you're recovering from or your postnatal, if you have some injuries, but also just to kind of slow down and take it a bit easy. So it's a nice gentle one today, and we're just focusing on trying to slow ourselves down. So, in your chair, like I say, optional to have a cushion under your feet or maybe behind your back. But just something that's going to make you kind of sit up in a nice position. So if you find when you're seated, you're kind of rounding through your back, maybe put a cushion so we can try and sit up a little taller. So if you can, again with your seating. Hello, if you're just joining, we're just going to start in the chair. So having your feet under your knees, so avoiding kind of the feet coming in. Try and really ground down. And then try not to round in the back, sitting up tall. And we're going to exhale and then just really try to engage those core muscles to protect our spine. Lengthening the chest or lengthening the spine so we can open the chest. Relaxing your shoulders, just placing your hands on your legs. Maybe just gently tucking your chin in, just so we really have a long neck, a long spine. And then just breathe. There's a lot of instructions for just sitting in a chair, but you just want to make sure we're not kind of slouching, that we're ready for what we're about to do. So we're really grounding down, feeling the floor, sitting on the chair, and then lengthening up. Just become aware of your breath and gently allow it to expand. Big breath in, big breath out. And as you breathe, just trying to relax your body. Relax your shoulders, relax your face. I know life can be hectic, there are probably noises and kids around you, so we can't always make the world calmer, but we just try to find that little calm inside us. Big breath in, big breath out. And just sitting here, we're not rushing through anything today, we're really trying to slow ourselves down. And as you breathe, finding more space to breathe in a little more deeply each time. If you're just joining us, we're just sitting in our chair, we've just begun. We're just trying to allow ourselves a little stillness. Big breath in. Big breath out. And if you feel that just sitting here already, you're starting to ache, then put a cushion behind your back, just to support you so you can really sit back and the cushion can support you in the chair. Good. So when your mind wanders and we daydream, Just keep coming back to your breath. Big breath in. Big breath out. And imagine you're breathing all the way into your stomach. So as you breathe, expanding the stomach, and as you exhale, draw in that stomach in. Okay, so today we're slowing down, we're just kind of letting go. And we're going to work our way through the body. So just gently releasing, relaxing and stretching from our head to our toes. So we're going to begin with our neck. So I'd like you to lift your chin up to the sky. And then exhale, bringing your chin down to your chest. As you breathe in, lifting the chin. And as you exhale, lowering down. And try to slow the movement down. So we want the movement to match your breath. So just really taking your time, relaxing your shoulders. You just feel a stretch on your throat and then on the back of the neck as you exhale. Depending on how you feel, I like to close my eyes to help me focus. But if you find it easier to have your eyes open, then just try to have a soft gaze, a focus, so your eyes aren't wandering around. Good. Gently coming back to center, and we're going to go from side to side. So taking a big inhale, exhale, turning to the side. Inhale to center, and exhale to the side. And move in with your breath. So if you need to breathe more quickly, or if you breathe slower, then just move with your breath. Exhale, breathe out to the side. Breathe into center. Just one more. And back to center. Now we're going to do some circles and to rotate around our neck. So just, this is nice if you have babies or you're working at a desk, you can get lots of tension in our neck. So it's nice just to release that tension. So we're going to exhale, bring our chin to our chest, and then inhale, roll around to the side. At the top, just pause in, and then exhale, gently rolling down the other side. Take your time. The slower the better today. And releasing down. Good. One more in this direction. So inhale as you lift the chin. And exhale as you lower. And then change in direction. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Just trying to make sure you're still sitting up straight, still grounding through your feet. Gently lifting the chin. We're going to come to our shoulders now. We're going to do some shoulder rolls. So hands on your shoulders, and we're going to do big circles with our elbows. So bringing them forward and then round your back. If you can, almost bringing your elbows together. It might not be possible, but try and squeeze and stretch. Big inhale and exhale back. Good. Big growth. Really loosening up any tension and change direction. Big inhale and exhale when you release. Inhale and exhale. Good, and then just release them down. We're going to come back to the shoulders, but before that we're going to do some of our spine. So you're going to lean over to the side and a lateral stretch. So grounding yourself down, you might want to just shuffle so you can put your hand onto the chair. You're going to reach up and then gently lean across. And then turning your chin up to face the ceiling to help open the shoulder. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good, and then on an exhale, release down, and we go to the other side. So grounding yourself down, and then reaching over, turning the gaze upwards. Big inhale, big exhale. Good, release. I'm going to do those one more time. So inhale up. Good, and release down. Last one, big inhale. And exhale, release. Just coming to pause. Big inhale. Big exhale. Try to breathe in and out through your nose if you can. I know winter time it's difficult, but if you can, try and breathe through your nose. And with anything we do today or in any other session, just always listening to your body. So if it doesn't feel comfortable, if it feels painful, then just pause and we can join back in later on. So that in mind, we're about to do a rotation. So if you're pregnant or if you don't feel comfortable, then just stay seated. Otherwise, big inhale. And then we're going to turn to the side. Just placing your hand down, looking over your shoulder. And just rotating, so we're twisting the spine, looking behind you. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, lifting those arms back up. And exhale to the other side. Good. Inhale, back up. Do each side one more time. And it's not a competition, just finding where you can feel a stretch. Big inhale, big exhale. Inhale back to center. And then to the other side, your last one. Good, inhale back up. And release the arms down. Once again, hands onto your thighs. Closing your eyes and just take a moment. Big breath in. Big breath out. So we slowly try to focus on our breath more in a hope that we can kind of just quieten down the distractions around us so they no longer distract us. So just keep coming to your breath. Good. I'm going to come back up to the shoulders now. We're going to do cow face arms. So for this, lifting your right arm up, I'm going to drop the hand behind our back. So there are a couple of options here. So the first one, we're going to take our left hand, hold the elbow, and then we pull the elbow one way and we pull the other. So you're really trying to stretch, squeezing your shoulder blades together, really opening up your chest. Another option is to take this hand behind your back and hold your fingers. So if you can do that, that's fine. If you've got a big gap, then just come back to option one. So just finding what's right for you. Don't worry, whatever one you're doing is the right one to do. And then just holding that stretch. Be careful, because sometimes we tend to tilt forwards in this pose. So just bringing your core in and trying to sit up tall. Now hold for another 3, for 2, and for 1. Gently release your arms down. Just do a few shrugs. Then we're going to go to the other side. So your left arm comes up and drops back. And then you hold that elbow. Or you're taking the hands behind to see if you can grip. If not, then just leave it. You can always, if you have a band or a sock or anything, you can use instead. So you can bring that hand down and just try to use that. But otherwise, come back to option 1. Hold in for another 3, for 2, for 1. Oh, release those shoulders out. Again, just big shoulder rolls, just to release. Okay, so now we're coming into our eagle arms. So this was kind of opening, we're now going to open the back. So arms out, we're going to bring our right arm under the left, crossing at the elbows. So you can either hold the shoulders, or you can try to double tuck and bring the palms together. As you can see, my palms don't touch, and that's fine. Just go where you can. Ideally, you'd have like palm to palm, but it's a progress, we'll get there. From here, you stay facing forwards just so you can see, avoiding that tilt, so just bringing the ribs down. We're stretching the arms away, and then taking your gaze up. Keep breathing, it can feel a bit restricted here, but just keep breathing, find space to breathe. Big inhale, big exhale. Another 3, for 2, and 1. Release. Again, shake those arms. And let's do the other side. Arms out. So this time your left arm under the right. Either holding shoulders or palm to palm. And then again, we're going to stretch the arms away and take your gaze up. Big breath in, big breath out. Hold for 3, for 2, and for 1. Ooh, release. Shake them out. And then again, let's find our seat. So grounding your feet down. If you need to move, make yourself comfortable. Relax your shoulders. Right, protect your lower back so we're not rounding down. Big breath in. Big breath out. We're now going to do a seated variation of cat-cow. So this one is back to our spine. So stay facing forwards. I'm just turning sideways so you can see what I'm doing. So we're going to inhale, and we're going to tilt our pelvis forwards, lift our chest, take our gaze upwards. And as we exhale, tuck your tailbone under, draw your belly button in, chin to chest. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale. Round in the spine. This is quite a nice one, releasing pressure on your lower back. Inhale. Remember, we're going as slowly as possible today. Really trying to slow down. Good. Come back to neutral spine. We're going to come into a forward fold here. So again, if you feel unstable on your chair, then don't do it. If you feel it's going to hurt your back, then just stay seated. But otherwise, we're going to take a big inhale and exhale. Just release forwards. If you have a cushion, it can be quite nice to put that cushion on your lap. Big inhale. Exhale, release forward and then release your head, neck and shoulders, and just stay here for a moment. Big inhale, big exhale. Gently with an inhale, lifting back up. And exhale, release the arms. And we're going to do it again. If you feel dizzy or lightheaded, just take your time. Come up slowly, maybe just sit for a moment. If you're ready, inhale, arms up. Exhale, bow forwards. Releasing down. And just really try to let go. So just your head's loose, your neck's loose. Inhale. Exhale. Gently lifting back up. Big inhale. And exhale, release the arms. Good. We're now going to come and work into our hips a little bit. So if you have the space, actually, I might just move that out of the way. We're just going to do some circles. You might want to hold on. Might want to use your hands. Just opening up your hips a little bit. So it doesn't have to be too big. And we can slow this down. So we inhale as we lift, exhale to lower. Just taking your time. And then change your direction, so going the other way. And release down. Go back to the other leg. Big circles. So just we're gently warming up, loosening up the hips. So nothing too dynamic. Again, slow that movement down if you wish. Change in direction. Good. Come back to center. And then just some more seated cat-cow. So inhale, lift in the chin. Exhale, round in the spine. Inhale, tilting the pelvis forwards. Exhale. Good, coming back to center. So now we're going to do some on our knees. So I'd like you to hold your right leg, holding the leg underneath. We're just going to extend and lower. So doing this can put some pressure on your spine. So you may want to just sit back in your chair a little bit so you're really supported. And then lifting and and extending. So we're just working the knee here, gently warming that up. Good, for another 3, for 2, and for 1. Release that leg down, going to the other side, extending, inhale. So when we're doing things, sometimes we forget about our breath. It becomes quite shallow. So when you still breathe all the way in, breathe all the way out. So keep the breath going. Good, and release down. Again, just sometimes if you need to, you can tilt the pelvis, tuck the tailbone, just move through, just to loosen up. We're going to do a little bit on our ankles, and then we're going to come into some asanas. So what I'd like you to do is lift up again, and this time we're doing big circles with your ankles. If you want to make this harder, you can take your hands away. So we're really using our core and our hip flexors to support that movement. But you don't have to, you can hold the leg, which I'm going to do today. So big circles with your ankles. Good, and slow the movement down. Big breath in. Big breath out. And then change direction. Just take your time, there's no rush. Maybe close your eyes. Good, and release down. Go to the other side. So lifting the leg, rotate the ankle again. You can do no hands if you want to, otherwise holding on. Big breath in, big breath out, and then change direction. Good, for another 3, for 2, and for 1. Gently release. I'm going to come back into a forward fold just to release any pressure that was on our lower back. So big inhale up, exhale, bowing forwards, and just release there for a moment. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, and all the way up, and release. Okay, so we're going to come into our goddess pose and a warrior 2. So these ones are working on really opening up the hips a little more. So for your goddess, we're just going to open the legs up to the side. So it doesn't matter where they come to, they can be here or they can be further out, however you feel comfortable. Good. Stay there for a moment, just allowing the legs to open. I'm going to inhale up and exhale down. Inhale and exhale. Good. If you feel that you want to, you can stand during this pose. So on our next inhale, we gently inhale, lift up, straighten the legs, and then we exhale, coming back down. Inhale up and exhale down. And slow with your breath as you stand. If you're standing, really pushing down, squeezing the thighs together. Big inhale, and as you exhale, allow yourself to gently come down. Good. And just moving with your breath. Goddess pose is a lovely one for creating strength, creating energy, and helping to loosen tensions in our hips. And release down. Good. And then come to rest in a seated position. We're going to bring our legs round to face the side. So we're going to come into a high lunge first. So what I'd like you to do, so if you're facing the left side, we're going to bring that right leg behind us. So your hips are facing forwards with big stretch with that right leg and arms up. So you're still supported by your chair. So it's a nice way to get the stretch but without too much of the strength involved. Good, and then coming into a warrior two, we're going to open this hip to the side. So you might need to shuffle on your chair. So we're trying to open the hips out, placing the foot down, facing sideways, stretching your arms, turning your gaze to that front hand. Big breath in, big breath out. Good, so this is your warrior two. So feel nice and strong in this position. We're going to hold just for a little while. So you're really feeling the stretch on this leg. Strong leg, you can push into the floor. Stretching the arms. Good, for 3, for 2, for 1. Release down. Just shuffle back. We're going to come back into our goddess pose before we do the other side. So knees just as wide as you're happy. And then inhale. And exhale. If you want to add the stand, then do, but that's optional. Release down. Inhale. And exhale. The last one. And then gently come back to seated. Let's go, so we're going to turn to the other side. And then we're going to extend that left leg back behind us. So just adjust yourself. It's very odd if you're not used to being on a chair. So it's fine if it feels a bit odd at first. Let's try and find how that works. So I'm having to shuffle back so I can extend that leg. I'm trying to turn my hips forwards. And then lifting my arms up. So both of my feet are facing forwards. So this is our high lunge. Good. And so then instead of hips facing forwards, we move into warrior two. So we're opening this left hip out to the side. So try and open up, allow the heel to come down onto the floor. And then arms wide. Stretching your fingers as if you're being pulled in both directions. Gaze into that front hand. Big inhale. Big exhale. Good. Stay here for another 3. For 2. And for 1. Gently releasing down. So it can be nice to come back to center and then open out again into our goddess pose. So really opening those hips, but sometimes it's nice to just close them for a moment. Then bring them out. So one more round of goddess. Inhale. And exhale to release. Again, if you want to, inhaling up. Exhale down. And exhale. Good. One more. Good. Bring your knees back in. Okay, so we're going to do one more before we come to some breath work. So we're going to do a variation of Fallen Angel. This is one of my favourites, but please just listen to your body. Make sure you feel comfortable and safe on the chair. So we're going to extend our right leg to the side, using your left hand on the chair, and then big stretch up with the right arm. If you want to, you can lift up a little, but you don't need to. Just stretching the arm and leg long, taking your gaze upwards. Good, and release down. Let's go to the other side. Extend the legs, support yourself with your hand, and then big stretch, open up, gazing upwards, maybe breaking into a smile. Big inhale, big exhale, release back. Good, well done. Ground yourself. We do one more forward fold. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale, just bow forwards, release down. Just give your shoulders, your neck a little shake. Just gently releasing. Big inhale. Big exhale. Good, gently. Coming back up to seated. Okay, so we're going to do our breath of joy now for our pranayama. This again is one of my favourites. So sometimes it can be hard to focus on our breath, so our mind wants to be busy. So synchronizing breath with movement, it's yoga, and that can really help draw our attention in. So grounding yourself down again, sitting tall. We're going to inhale, arms up. Exhale to shoulder height. Inhale, sweep the arms forwards. And exhale, draw the arms in. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale forwards. And exhale in. We're just going to continue this rhythm. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale forwards. And exhale in. If you want to go at your own rhythm, your own breath, then feel free. Otherwise, follow me. Exhale down. Inhale forwards. And exhale in. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale forwards. And exhale in. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale forwards. And exhale in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Just rest your hands down. Close your eyes. Just allowing your body to breathe. Good. We're going to come into our relaxation, our Shavasana now. So you can stay in your chair, or if you'd like to, you can lie on the floor. So if you have a mat, or we're not going to be moving, so if you have a kind of blanket, just something to cushion you, you can just lie down on the floor. Or stay in your chair, whichever is better for you. So if you're in your chair, grounding your feet down again, adjusting your cushions as you need to, just so you can really feel supported in that position. If you're lying on the floor, again, just adjust yourself. Maybe you might want to put a jumper on or put some socks on, but just get yourself into a nice position where you feel comfortable. Move your hands, if they're palm up or palm down, and just see what feels nice for you today. Palm down is very grounding, real connection with the earth, with ourselves. Palm up, it's a very open pose of kind of offering out to the universe and receiving in. Whichever one works for you today. Big breath in. Big breath out. As you inhale, focus on your inhale. As you exhale, focus on your exhale. Allowing your body to relax. Allow your toes to relax. Allow your feet to relax. Your ankles relax. Keep the breath steady. Allow your lower legs to relax. Your upper legs relax. Allow your hips to be heavy. Allow your back to relax. Allow your shoulders to relax. They carry a lot of our tension. Just release them down. Allow your arms to relax. Your wrists relax. Your hands and fingers relax. Big breath in. Big breath out. Allow your jaw to relax. Allow your cheeks to be heavy. Your eyes are still. Your brows relaxed. Your mind is relaxed. Big breath in. Big breath out. Allow your whole body to relax. The only movement is your breath. Big breath in. Big breath out. And then when you're ready, just gently, keeping the eyes closed, but allow some movement back into the body. So maybe wiggling fingers and toes, maybe turning your head from side to side. If you're lying down, maybe stretching the arms and legs. And then rolling onto your side for a moment. And then gently pushing yourself up to a seated position. So either seated in your chair or just stay seated on the floor. Big breath in. Big breath out. And then we take a breath together. So big inhale, stretching the arms up. Joining your palms together. Lower your hands in front of your heart. Bowing your head. And thanking yourself for taking your time to practice this morning. And then respecting and honouring each other by repeating Namaste. Wonderful. Thank you so much.